So as we know, Connecticut politicians are quite a embarrassing bunch, a less than ideal bunch. You know, you got the governor. He's do nothing unless it benefits me, loser. You know, I mean, look at one thing that people have been complaining about for years. It's for him to get with Eversource. Does he ever do that? Nope. You don't care. It doesn't affect him, or it doesn't benefit him to do so. Gas prices in the state, blue states, so our prices suck compared to some red states. Why? Oh, because we need to have sky-high taxes. You know, we also need to keep raising the minimum wage so that way then we basically have internal inflation. Because, you know, let's not think economically. Let's just think about like idiots and just, hey, let's just raise this. It's not going to affect anything else. So you got him. He's a joke. You got, obviously, Blumenthal. He's a joke. Mr. Skeletor, as everyone likes to call him. You know, we have that purple-haired freak. What's her name? Rosie Delore. I don't even care what her name is. You know who I'm talking about. The purple-haired freak with the stupid hipster glasses. She's that is just beyond embarrassing that type of person is even a person in a high office, relatively speaking, of American government. Like, you'd think everyone should look professional and stuff, not some stupid hipster, social justice warrior. Jeez, even the other freaks, AOC and Ilhan Omar and Rashid Tlaib, at least they look more presentable. But no, leave it to Connecticut to bring out all the freaks and have them representing on the global scale, on the world stage. Anyways, though, one of the biggest embarrassments and frustrating people is this idiot right here, Chris Murphy. So recently, Chris said, or I should say, I saw something that Chris supposedly said, and I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't know how true it was at the time. I didn't know if it was just rumors or just kind of. I saw it on Facebook. So, you know, Facebook's not a reliable source. But then I started to see other channels talking about it, like the Daily Wire and stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe this is a little more real. And so, anyways, this dickbag who does not deserve his position at all says this. He trashes America and Trump while overseas. He called President Trump a tyrant trying to end our democracy and claimed he's the most significant threat since the Civil War. A sitting U.S. Senator bad-mouthing his own country on foreign soil, blah, blah. That's just the commentary from the poster, which I think is the Hodge twins. Anyways, though, yeah, like, this piece of crap is going overseas and talking garbage about our country. Who does that? When you get to a position like that, if you have a problem with the country internally, fine. You're allowed to. And also, you have a position to try to do something about it. But when you go on the global scale, you don't talk crap about your country. You make it sound like it's the best place in the world. And you pump it up and make every other country think that they're lesser than us. You don't go out there and... Half of these are lies. A tyrant? How is he a tyrant, you idiot? Do you not remember Biden? Do you not remember your lord that we have right now, Lamont? You think Trump is a tyrant? Did Trump tell people, oh, get the vaccine or lose your job? Did Trump tell people, oh, get my health insurance or, pay a fine at the end of the year? No! Same as this dumb end to our democracy. What is he doing that's ending our democracy? He's shrinking government. How is that any type of threat towards ending the democracy? If anything, that is bolstering it. He's making government as tiny as possible so it's less impactful over the people. You moron. The ones that are trying to end democracy is your fucking team, where you're trying to have all these illegals come in and oh, we can't pass the SAVE Act. Oh, we need the illegals to vote. We need people to just cross the border, pass the vote, and then go back to their country. That's the only way we can win. Yeah, that's real democratic, dickhead. But yeah, even Ilhan Omar, whatever her name is, who's extremely un-American because she's all pro-Somali and all this crap, even when she was on the global scale, someone was talking crap about Trump and she defended him, saying, don't talk about my president like that. And then later she's like, yeah, that's my place to do. Like, even her, like, are you serious right now? And you know what's even more annoying about this, too, is you have this dickhead who clearly is not grateful for his position. I mean, when you really break it down, he has a very elusive spot. He's a senator. There's only 100 of them in the country. So, our country is what? Like let's say it's 300 million population. I don't really know what the last census was. But 100 out of 300 million people. You're looking at what? You have a 1 in 3 million shot of getting this position. And this mother effer was able to secure it. And like, this is what he wants to do with it? Be embarrassing and spread crap on a global scale? Anyways, what I was trying to say though is that there's so much stupidity surrounding this. One, you're on the global scale crying about, oh, tyrants and all this, when there's actual countries that have tyrants, actual countries that have dictators, actual countries that have kings. I mean, geez, the UK has a king. He came over today, as of this recording, April 28th, and, gave a speech in the Senate. And granted, UK's king is kind of just a glorified figurehead. There's no real power, but still, he's technically a king. Didn't we just a month ago have no kings? Now all of a sudden you're literally embracing a king to come to the country and talk in our Senate chambers? But anyways, that's besides the point. All I'm trying to say is there's countries that actually have people that are tyrannical and stuff. And this moron's going to cry about Trump, who clearly isn't going to be tyrannical. He already had office one time and left to a loser. He left to a loser. Okay, meaning like it's not like it was a good candidate. And he was like, okay, I guess I can give up the presidency to you. No, it was to some brain dead, senile idiot who's done nothing in 50 years of politics, and he did what he's supposed to do and transferred right on out. But now because he's back, now he's gonna be a tyrant and all this. Get real, moron. But anyways, like I was trying to say too, the 1 in 3 million chance to get in the position. This idiot has a position and clearly just wants to be anti-America and cry and act like everything's so bad and be a do-nothing person and waste the opportunity of a lifetime, quite literally. And yet, I'm sure there's so many people out there who would love to get a position like this, and they can't get nominated, they can't get elected, and they would probably be very grateful and be pro-American and be very patriotic and talk great about the country and be happy to have the spot and do good for this country, and they can't get it. Like one person in particular I'm thinking of is myself. Someday in the future, I hope to be able to get some kind of office like this. Like my goal that I think would be cool would be to become governor of Connecticut someday. I don't see this anytime soon. I'm thinking 20, 25 years out in the future, maybe this will happen. But it's like my luck, I'll never get that far. I probably won't even make it. I'll get to like local town politics and that'll be as far as I'll ever be able to make it. But this piece of garbage can make it all the way to becoming a senator and is just going to be an absolute embarrassment to this country and to this state and talk crap about it and talk crap about our president too, which from what I hear also, a lot of people from other countries understand that Trump is pretty good. So now he's saying all this dumb stuff and they're probably hearing it like, even I know your president is pretty solid. What are you crying about, you fool? I don't know. I can't stand this idiot. I wish like a regular job, like people in politics could just be fired. He deserves to lose his job. He deserves to be fired. The only problem is he's kind of immune for now. You either got to vote him out, and I don't know when senators are up for election again, so who knows how long he has before the next senator bid, and he'll probably end up winning again anyways, because Republicans do terrible in this state. Or he needs to be impeached, which unfortunately, as I don't know, I would assume that majority of Congress would need to impeach him, and so it's just not going to get far. There's too many, you'd have to have like a huge split, red and blue, and I don't know, maybe not. I don't know how that works in the Senate actually, but regardless, all I'm trying to say is it's probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen from Connecticut, that's for sure. It's all heavily blue here. So this idiot's going to get to act like a complete fool and just keep carrying on with his job. If I acted like a complete fool at my job, I'd be fired. If I wasn't doing my job right, because I wanted to cry about everything, they'd get rid of me and find somebody who will do the job. But this idiot gets to do it and keep his position. Seems fair. Anyways, that's all I got. Just want to rant about this a little bit, because it really just has been aggravating me about how just ridiculous. I don't even have the words for it. Everything I keep saying I feel like is not strong enough to describe how like wrong it is, how this idiot is behaving. That's all I got. Thanks for listening, and maybe catch you on the next one. If not, have a great day.